What's up, guys? This is the ultimate Black Ops Royale guide. Everything you need to know about the new mechanics in the game, how to upgrade your guns, your armor, and how to get all the best loot so that you have an advantage towards the end to try and be right there in that final circle. All right, first thing you're gonna notice, aside from the map, is the Wingsuit. This is your new way to traverse the airs in Avalon. And you can pull off some really crazy maneuvers with this. I feel like you can go a lot farther than the parachute. Getting low to the ground like this and just feathering up and down, you got to get a feel for just the right pulling up and down, but you can just cover some ground. You can go like twice as far as this, but that's just me dropping in as fast as possible there. Okay, so there's no more loadouts in the game. You have to upgrade your guns from the ground. So we have different builds. Every weapon class has different builds. Like SMGs have Burner, Mantis, and Stalker. And they're all made for different scenarios. They have different attachment configurations depending on if it's a close range, mid-range, or a long range. If it's covert, like you'll have covert ARs have suppressors. Stalker SMGs have suppressors, and as you see, what I'm doing here is I'm picking up attachments. The little purple boxes are how you add your attachments, and if you do a weapon inspect, it will show you what attachment that gun is going to get each time you upgrade it. It's a predetermined upgrade path for every type of weapon. So I have the Stalker Raiden 45K. And as you can see, each time I upgrade, I'm just going to do a weapon inspect to see what I have. I just maxed it out. That's 5 attachments. This gun is at full power. And adding the attachments doesn't just give you those attachments. It also gives you other added benefits that aren't described there. Like you get additional velocity or movement speed or things like that. Especially on the ARs and snipers, you're going to get velocity buffs after like your 2nd and 4th attachment. Sniping, by the way, is dead. Sniping is not good. The most velocity the snipers have right now is like 800 to 900 meters per second. So you really got to lead your shots and everything. And the way people can just grapple and sneak up on you so fast in this game mode, I really don't think sniping is that great. As you can see now, I'm working on getting both of these guns upgraded all the way. I have the EGRT Recon. So the ARs come in covert, recon, or CQB. The recon is my favorite. It doesn't have a suppressor, which sucks, but you can really hit shots with the recon builds on the ARs. And if you have a base gun, it is very bad. The velocity is going to be terrible, and you have to lead shots like crazy. You need at least 3 attachments on your gun to really be competitive. The first attachment's always going to be a magazine. My personal favorites are the Stalkers for SMGs because they get a suppressor and they have very good mid-range damage, but also good movement. And then for the ARs, which I feel like that meta right now is AR plus SMG, I like the recon builds on the ARs because they are really beamy at long distances. My personal favorite right now is the AK recon. So you're going to have to grab that base AK, and when you pick it up, just look at it. Make sure it says recon, or if you would rather have the covert version with the suppressor, make sure you pick up the covert version before you start upgrading. And it's going to show you what your attachments are going to be. If you don't like the way the build looks, don't upgrade that gun. Don't waste your attachments on it. All right, the perk system is also new. Perks have a timer on them. So you loot them from the ground, these little green boxes. You can either consume them instantly, or you can put them in your backpack. Up to 5 can be stowed in your backpack, and you can pop them later whenever you want. There's no limit to how many you can have active at any given time, but you can only stow 5 for later. So we're getting into equipment now. As you see, the sensor dart, which I just picked up, it's like a little mini UAV. So you throw these little darts out and they will show you where enemies are on the map. These are crucial. I think this is one piece of one of the two pieces of tactical equipment you should always have is UAV darts and grapples. So you throw the dart down, it's going to show you where the enemies are. So you now get to carry 2 sets of lethals, 2 sets of tacticals, 2 field upgrades, and 2 kill streaks. You can swap your lethals and tacticals on the fly. If you open your backpack, if you're on controller, it's just down on the D-pad. Press your lethal button while you're in your backpack, it swaps them. Press your tactical button while you're in your backpack, it swaps those. Or press your ADS button while you're in your backpack and it'll swap your field upgrade. You can get pretty fast at this and do it on the fly, so it's just like, for me, it's just down, left bumper, boom, I switched my tacticals. The grapple hook, the other new piece of equipment that is one of the most vital things in the game right now. As you see, you can just make crazy moves with this. You pretty much just press your tactical button and that grapple is going to hook on anything that's in range, and it's going to instantly pull you to that area, so you can just instantly mantle high spots, clear rooftops. You know, this is the roof camper's worst nightmare, is the grapple hook. You can just do so many crazy plays with it. Trauma kits are crucial. If you see a trauma kit on the ground, these little red boxes, you want to pop that instantly. That's going to give you an extra 100 health on top of your base health. So one really awesome piece of equipment now that you can use is the bubble shield. You throw this out and you're protected as long as you're in this shield, and it lasts a certain amount of time. It's a pretty decent amount of time that it lasts. Like right here, my teammate threw this out and he was able to res me, and I threw out some armor, and we're just sitting here safe from this team that's trying to push us. Point turrets, I think, are crucial as well. You saw me just throw that little point turret out. That's an automated turret that's gonna take little pop shots at any enemies that come in within its vicinity. It kind of scans for enemies. I feel like that is also one of your vital pieces of equipment that you're going to want to have, because they can just help you. They may give you that couple extra shots you need to down an enemy. The Deadeye drone is my favorite kill streak in the game. I am pulling off some crazy kills with this, sometimes like 3 kills per flight with the Deadeye drone. It's like flying a recon in the older games, where you deploy it and you can go up and down, and then you have also a ADS button and a trigger, so you just zoom in, take your shots. Sometimes you have to lead them a little bit, but you can really get some free kills with this thing. We also have RC cars. There's the big one here that you can just get in and drive around, and it has an explosive device on it, so you can try and blow people up. I don't have much success with this. I don't really like this kill streak. Okay, armor upgrades. This is crucial. This is one of the biggest things in the game now. You have 3 levels of armor that you can upgrade to. Level 1 armor is going to reduce your damage to your plates by 25%. Level 2 armor is going to reduce damage by 35%. And level 3 armor is going to reduce incoming damage by 50%. You always want to be looking for armor. You always want to be trying to upgrade your armor. It's crucial. So level 1 armor is pretty easy to find. It's just normal ground loot. You'll see it all over the place. Level 2 is a little more difficult. The guaranteed way to get level 2 armor is to do a Safecracker. So the Safecracker contract, you find a little USB stick on the ground and you stick it in the safe. That's going to pop open. That's going to guarantee to give you a 8-plate satchel, a set of level 1 armor, and a set of level 2 armor. As you see here, there is a very rare chance that you could get level 3 armor out of a chest. I've seen it once right there, but that is extremely rare. The guaranteed way to get level 3 armor is to kill a mangler in the Cradle event. So you see the purple plates here, that means they have level 1. And as I'm shooting this person, you're going to see the orange. That is level 2 armor. And if we fight people with level 3 here, these 2 guys have level 3. You see the yellow. Right below the crosshair, it shows the yellow armor being cracked. That means they have level 3, and they are very difficult to kill. So you always want to at least strive to get that level 2. If you manage to kill a mangler, or you kill someone who has level 3, or you get super lucky and find it in a chest, even better. All right, new mechanic in the game are these little bounty computers. I don't know what they're called, but you activate that computer, it's gonna bounty like the closest person to you. And there's no limit to how many times you can go over and activate that. You can kill this bounty, you can go grab another one. So you activate the bounty machine there, and it's gonna ping this bounty, chase him down, kill him like normal. It's just a free bounty. It's free information. It doesn't cost anything. There's no money in the game anymore. So you always want to be going over and hitting these bounties. It's at least just going to tell you where someone is. Don't push them if you don't want to. All right. And then we also have these relay antennas. This is like a UAV. So if you capture this, it's like capturing a recon. You sit here until the bar fills up, and then you have it. This is more free information. This is gonna send out a big UAV ping across the map. You'll see here, if you open up the map, it's gonna ping anyone in that vicinity. Boom, there's one person there. And when you do this, it's going to give you a redeploy zipline. So it's a drone that throws a zipline down, and you can just hook up and go. So you get the information, you know where the enemies are. If you wanna push them, you fly straight to them with your wingsuit. It just makes traversing the map so much faster. You can get around the map really fast in this iteration of the game. All right, another way to get high-level loot is killing these surveillance drones. These are all over the map. They're pretty easy to kill. You just gotta dump rounds into them. But if you do not kill them in time, they will spawn little smaller drones that will do damage. These little aggravating ones here. If you wait too long, if you miss shots and you don't kill the big drone instantly, it's gonna send these little ones out. And it's gonna just explode and drop some perks, weapon attachment. Also, a USB stick came out here. That is how you open the safes. So as you see, like little Safecracker USB. You find one of those, pull up your map, look for a safe. Boom, there's a safe. You're gonna go there, you're gonna stick the USB in. You're gonna get that loot. Like we talked about before, this is always gonna give you level 2 armor. It's always gonna give you a set of level 1 armor, an 8-plate satchel. Perks can come out of here. And we got a trophy system this time around. Okay, redeploying your teammates. If your teammates get killed or you get killed, someone needs to go to a redeploy tower. These are all over the map. You can see the icon on the map. You go to one of these and you capture it. Now this is going to show people that you're capturing it, kind of like doing a recon. So you want to be ready to get pushed. This is a huge flag to everyone that someone's doing a redeploy, that they may come looking for you. But once you complete this, your teammates will, anyone who's downed or dead will come back in the game. You do get one free redeploy upon dropping in. Everyone gets one free redeploy token, but after that you'll have to use the manual redeploy, or you can sometimes find redeploy tokens on the ground. Sometimes in the safe, sometimes in the guild shipments, which we will talk about later. So redeploy token, nice to have. Get you right back in the action. Here we are again doing a redeploy. And you can hear in the background those sirens going off. That is the Cradle event. That is the other way to get high-level loot. That is where you're going to get a mystery box where you can obtain possibly an 8-attachment gun. Every Cradle event has either a mystery box from zombies, a mystery box where you open it and it has a random weapon that comes out. You can even get a ray gun. Every Cradle event either has a mystery box or a mangler in the middle. People are all going to be running to these to kill the zombies and get loot. There's going to be loot chests with high-level loot in them. There's going to be a lot of teams in here. This red cloud does not damage you, but the zombies will, and you will get third-partied like crazy doing this. You got the high level loot. You can use monkey bombs in here to distract the zombies. But if you go towards the center, you will see that mystery box where you can grab possibly a really good weapon. We have a guild shipment happening at the same time as the Cradle event, which is wild. So there's just a lot going on here. I picked up a war machine, which is a new kill streak. I don't think it's that effective against enemies, human enemies, but it is effective against the zombies and the robots. The war machine and the death machine, 2 new kill streaks. I'm not too high on them. So we're doing the Cradle event. We're killing the zombies and we're killing the robots from the guild shipment, which we will talk about momentarily. And you see there's some other teams in here. We're fighting and we're just trying to get everything we can. All right, here's another Cradle event. This one has the Mangler. So we're gonna go in here. You want to be the first one in if you can, and get in and get out is what I like to do. If you hang around too long, you are going to get third party. The Mangler, shoot his gun off, shoot his cannon off of his arm, then you shoot him in the head, you kill him. This is guaranteed level 3 armor if you kill this guy. Pretty much one of the best things you can get in the game is the level 3 armor. That's going to reduce all plate damage by 50%. All incoming plate damage will be reduced by 50% when you get this armor. See it there, it's shiny gold, glowing. I just grabbed it. And that brings us to guild shipments. When you hear this noise, that means this container's about to open and these robots are going to come out and attack you. They're pretty easy to kill. A couple of magazines and they're all dead. This guarantees you a weapon attachment, a trauma kit, an 8-plate satchel, and I think maybe a perk. No perks. Attachment, 8-plate satchel, trauma kit, couple of weapons. And we got a Safecracker drive in here. So now we can look for a safe.
Well executed. Secure the supplies.
One last thing, you do have these supply drops that come in. I don't go for them that often. As you see, I like to bait them up sometimes. Just killed that guy. I'm gonna go for this one here, and someone's gonna bait me up. But you can get some pretty good loot out of those too. It looks like a weapon attachment came out of there, a satchel or an armor kit. It looks like a level 1 armor came out, armor box, and a perk, and some grapples. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this will help you to find that loot and get everything you need to have an edge in Black Ops Royale and win those gunfights and catch a couple wins. Thanks, guys.